Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we'll be doing a mini love reading to get some information about what's going on in your dynamic with your person. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Not everything will resonate for everyone. If this doesn't sound like you and your situation at all, then this just isn't your reading. Maybe check out a different one. So, keeping that in mind, this is also timeless as well. So, if you are seeing this is the best time for you to receive this information if it is related to you. And this is typically like of a romantic nature. However, if this feels more like a situation that you have going on with like a friend that you care deeply about or a family member that you're dealing with, make adjustments as necessary where that applies. Okay. So, there's this brown eyes and dark hair. Those can be specific confirmations, specific indicators, like extra confirmation that this is your situation. This is like a person that you're dealing with, or that this is about you. If this applies to you, if the brown eyes and dark hair do not feel relevant, just set that aside. If the rest of the energy makes sense to you and what you're dealing with. So there is this experience here of someone in a connection having an issue with substance abuse or bad habits in some way. If this isn't like substance abuse, it could be like other sort of like toxic addictive behaviors that the person is partaking in. Like this could also be about someone who is completely clean and sober, who's like sort of partaking in like manipulative gaslighting sort of behaviors. I'm getting a message about like not taking responsibility for their own actions and how that's like impacting the individual's life as well as the dynamic of this connection. Regardless of like what form this like toxic sort of behavior takes, this like bad sort of behavior, like this is something that this person has a history with, whether this is like alcohol or drug abuse, or whether it's other like emotional sort of like unhealthy ways of communicating, or behaving like bad habits of how they're like treating themselves and others. This is something that this person has a history with. Like this isn't a new behavior. This isn't a new dynamic. This has been something that has been ongoing for a period of time, like a series of bad decisions, or not making the decision that's like in the best interest of the person and their relationships, whatever form that takes. It's like it's sort of poisoning the well so to speak. This could be influenced by other people in the environment, like whether this is like friends that they go out drinking with and that like help perpetuate these bad behaviors, or whether like dynamic with like a certain people or persons like encourages someone to like escape through drugs and alcohol, and like there's this habit of behaving in this way in response to the external situation. And this sort of behavior and like being caught in this pattern of unhealthy actions it's affecting the trust in the relationship and like in themselves. It's like there's this experience of like if you're dealing with someone who has like an alcohol or substance abuse problem that they've been dealing with, there's this, you may have been like giving them the benefit of the doubt or whatever, but like at some point here, this is affecting your ability to trust them and to trust in this relationship, or if this is you in these patterns of making poor decisions where your health and the health of your relationships is concerned, like this is affecting the ability of others that you're connected to trust you. So like you could be on either side of this, but you know, take it as it resonates. So whether this is you or someone that you're dealing with, like someone is thinking of a time when things felt better, and like someone is thinking of you and like hoping that things change, like hoping that things can change, that things can be different. But there's this fear around trusting that things are actually going to change, that things are going to be different in the future. And like some of this may be like thinking of like negative memories, like remembering an incident that was particularly painful, and like that affecting the ability to trust in positive changes, like someone thinking about the past history and having difficulty believing in the possibility that things can be different in the future based on what has occurred in the past. Like it's like there's this worry that like belief in a better future, a better outcome in this dynamic is just a fantasy, just some sort of wishful thinking. It's like there's something here with it being very difficult to trust that things are going to be different in the future. Because it's like something about like these bad decisions, this toxic behavior that's been going on for so long, that it's like any sort of suggestion that things are going to be different in the future, like that like positive changes are occurring, that like that something is going to shift in this. It's like there's this underlying energy from the other side, from the people who are like wanting and expecting and hoping for the change. It's like they're not hoping too much. They're not holding their breath, because whoever is has been like in this space of like substance abuse or like other like toxic communication, like that could be like emotionally abusive patterns as well, like whatever that situation is. It's like on the other side of it, there's this unwillingness to believe and trust in something changing, because it's like they don't want to get their hopes up and be disappointed again, because like history has shown that that's what's going to happen. But like that's the thing about that sort of situation, is that like nothing changes until it actually does. But this is a situation where this person is going to have to make that change without the experience of the other side trusting and believing in them to actually make the change. And that may make it harder for them. Like if no one believes that this person is really making this change and is like serious about it, it's like it's giving like a boy who cried wolf energy. It's like they've said they were going to change so many times and like didn't do it, that like no one believes them now. And no one is going to believe until like the change actually happens. The change is is solidified. And that's from a space in which like when the change actually like occurs and is real and is true, then eventually maybe this trust can be rebuilt, because it's establishing a history that can be believed in, that is like made real, instead of just like something that's talked about and something that's like projected into the future, something that feels just like a fantasy. Like it has to be made real at this point for the other party to believe in it. Yeah. Drama queen. Yeah. So like someone's energy in this is very all over the place, like has a tendency to be like loud and emotional about this, and like the substance abuse can like have a factor in that, like when you're in like a habit of relying on a substance to like bring about a certain like feeling and maintain that, then like it like affects your body chemistry, like it affects your emotional experience, and it makes it more difficult for you to have like an emotionally stable experience. It's like someone like drinks too much or like makes a habit out of like doing a certain substance as a sort of means to like externally grasp and like pull in a sense of emotional stability. But it's like the substance is creating like a false stability in a way. It is and therefore like preventing you from establishing like a true baseline of emotional stability within yourself. So this person like comes off as someone who's very like dramatic and over the top in how they present themselves, and something like, again, with that crying wolf energy, that like they're very loud and like expressive and forceful about like things changing and being different now. And then Like something about this loudness is almost like trying to convince themselves, like it is a sort of lying, but it's like the intention behind it is real and true, but that's not the perception that whoever is on the other side is seeing. And like it causes chaos. It's like this being loud and expressive about like I'm changing, like things are going to be different this time, when like historically they never were, and that was a lie. Like it stirs up this energy, it stirs up this expectation, it calls upon the energy of this fantasy of things being different, to like be noticed. And somehow this is like a form of like being, of this person who's like having this experience of like the emotions, the experience being overblown, and the trust being like dissolved in the connection. Like, this is like an expression of this person sort of like being in denial, a bit of like trying to reason things into reality. It's like a setting of the intention, but it's like something about the loudness is almost to convince themselves more than the other person or people or whatever. Because there's something here about like needing to see the tangible results, the reality of change, in order for trust to be built again. And it's like this is going to be done like when this person stops being so loud about this. Like this is it feels like a quiet change. And like everyone has free will. For some of you, like this person's just going to keep being loud about it and not change. And it's, the trust may never be rebuilt. They may stay in denial. For others of you, there's going to be this realization of, and like an actual shift. And this feels like something about this energy is reminding me of some of the things that came up in the Mars conjunct Saturn reading. If this resonates, I would recommend reading that or listening to that. So like when this change actually occurs, if it's going to for this person who's in these habits and people are not trusting their ability to change, when this change actually occurs, if it is in the cards for them, the change will be a quiet one, or like it needs to be a quiet one. There's a lot of anger present in this situation. I feel like on both sides. Like one side, regardless of which side you're on, one side has a tendency to blame the other for what's going on in this situation. Like it's like neither side has been up until this point like fully ready to take responsibility and accountability for the part that they are playing in this dynamic. Like the person who is like in this space of substance abuse is angry at the other person and may fall back into those patterns of abuse in order to cope with the feeling that they have of like the other person not taking responsibility, maybe for their lack of trust and their like lack of belief in them and like lack of showing up in some other way that they need them to. And the person on the other side of this who's like has like lost trust for this person, they're angry that they don't feel they can trust them. They're angry that maybe that they listened the previous times that they were crying wolf about going to do something positive and make a change, and like being disappointed in this person time and time again, and like blaming them for not doing what they need to do to like better themselves and better this situation. But like in reality, this like both sides are playing a role and having an effect, and both sides need to take accountability for their part in order for this to change, for trust to be rebuilt in this dynamic, rather than to like have it dissolve and fall away. There's this soulmate energy here that can mean a lot of different things. Like you could feel that regardless of which side you're on, like you may feel that this person is a soulmate. Like if this is a romantic connection dynamic, so there's a lot of emotional investment in this person changing and getting better. There's a lot of emotional investment in being able to trust this person, because like for those of you, this is the type of relationship you're having. Like this is someone like you see as your person, and it's been very hard for you to have this experience of like dealing with this toxic behavior and bad decisions when you want to like build something positive here, or maintain or something positive with this person. Like you want to maintain this partnership, and this sort of dynamic has been making it difficult. If this is a like friendship or family situation happening here, what this is indicating is that like there is a lot of emotional investment in the well-being of this relationship. Like there is a lot of caring present here. That's why there's so much of this anger. That's why there's like anger at the distrust on both sides, because there's such a desire to trust and for things to be good on both sides of this. And there are some sort of financial ties relevant to this situation in some way, whether this is someone that you're dealing with that you're married to, and therefore your like life is entwined in that way, or this could also be like a business partner that you see as like a friendship, or a family member that you're in business with, or there are different possibilities. But regardless of what your specific relationship is to this person, or which side of it you're on, whether you're the person who is like using this toxic behavior or substance abuse as a way of coping with the situation, or whether you're like frustrated with the person who is doing that, there is a lot of caring, and there's a desire to be able to trust, even though like the way things are, the trust is not there, and not in one another. Like you're not trusting in one another. You're just like caring, and like there's like an underlying wish that there could be trust. there is some trust though, like in the universe to bring this where it needs to be, whether this is like a severing of things ultimately, or whether trust is to be able to be established in the future, through like actual healing and a changing of ways on both sides, actually. Because like even if this person who's like abusing substances changes their ways and does that quietly and makes it real and creates an opportunity for trust to be rebuilt, if the other side, the person is still like going to be skeptical and concerned after like a certain time of like showing proof and evidence of change, then, you know, like that person will have to be willing to trust again. If they're unwilling, you know, that's not going to do anything to fix the situation. Like both sides have to be willing to play their part in building this dynamic back up, just as both sides have played a part in sort of like eroding it and tearing it down. But yeah, there is some sort of financial intertanglement here, regardless of what that looks like. You know, this could be like a friend that you've like offered help to, and therefore like maybe they're like living in your house and that's like affecting you financially. Like there's so many possibilities for how this could look specifically to you. So don't get hung up on it looking a certain way. Just like recognize in what ways that's showing up for you. Distorted. My views on relationships are distorted from past experiences. Yeah, I mean, this card has like 100 bajillion. I mean, this deck has 100 bajillion cards in it. Like, for that card to come out on this reading, like, like, the spirit knows how to make the cards pop out, the ones that need to be seen. Like, this is very much a situation where the people in it are relying on past history to sort of direct their perception of what's going on in this dynamic in the present. And it's creating a distortion, like, whereas like, even if change is occurring, it makes it hard to see because like they're still looking to the past of what has happened. Like take that as you may. It's like you want to be careful about viewing things too much in a future context, because you might be buying into a fantasy that's not real. But likewise, if you are looking too much to the past and what has already occurred, that's going to distort the way in which you're seeing the relationship. And like, if you're looking at past behavior, that's what you're going to keep seeing, and you're going to miss and ignore what's happening in the present moment. So it's very important to be living in and existing in the present moment on all sides in all aspects of this situation. Have spiritual detox, releasing negative thoughts and people, major spiritual awakening, cleanse, and rebirth. Yeah. It's like regardless of which side you're on, like things are changing. Like trusting the universe is bringing things to where they need to be. Like, that is what's happening. Whether you're the person like making these changes in your life and this other person isn't believing you, like, you may need to release those people who aren't willing to believe in your ability to change, so that you can create the change for yourself. Or if you're on the other side and you're not seeing the change in this person, maybe you need to release them, because like hoping for that change and it never occurring is like weighing on you in a negative way. So ultimately too, what I'm getting here from like sweets and picture perfect is that a positive outcome is going to happen. Now, don't get too caught up on what that might look like, because it could look different for different people, and for like depending on which side of this you're on. But there is a desire for things to get better. Like a real intention for things to get better. Whether that involves the healing of this relationship or not. Like, things will ultimately get better for both sides, regardless of what that looks like. But there's also this suggestion that for many of you, this could look like an ideal outcome of being able to rebuild this trust in this relationship, to come back to a space of feeling caring on both sides, or come into a space for the first time of truly feeling the caring on both sides of it. A really like the potential is there to have this ideal outcome of really like truly rebuilding this trust and this relationship, and like having things be real and positive, like the fantasy becoming the reality. Yeah, that's a big important message. The potential is there for the fantasy to become the reality, regardless of which side of this dynamic you're on. But that involves using your free will to embrace the changes that are occurring in the present moment. Releasing the negative, releasing the past, and releasing attachment to the fantasy so that it could potentially come into existence. And this solitude at the bottom of the deck, it says, the silence between us has given me the insight needed to set my soul free. So yeah, it's like, if you may have been in a place of silence between you and this person, or if that has not occurred yet, or you may be in the middle of it, or if it hasn't begun yet, like it needs to happen. Like these parties taking a step back from one another, taking space from one another to be in their own energy, to not have the drama of this dynamic, like pulling on the heartstrings, pulling on the emotions, and creating like feelings of anger on both sides. Like it's like taking a break, taking a pause. I'm seeing the hanged man like hanging out, like taking a moment to reflect. And by moment, that could be, it could be a while, like it could be months, it could be it's whatever you need. But this is a place from which some sort of growth and healing can occur in this dynamic. It's like I said, whoever's having these like negative behaviors, the like purported change has been like very loud in the past, and it hasn't actually occurred. But like I said earlier, if this change is going to happen, it's going to happen quietly. It's going to happen in the quiet. It's going to happen in the space of solitude and separation from this person, from this connection. That like like being actively involved with one another, it's like something about that is going to keep fueling this experience of like being at odds and distrusting one another. Like if you take some time apart and create that space of silence, that quiet, that peace, that's where some sort of change can actually occur. Okay, so if this reading resonated, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope this has been helpful to you and your situation, regardless of which side you're on. I'm sure you haven't listened to it if none of this sounded like you were on either side of it. So if you are interested in a personal reading to delve a little more deeply into your specific situation or anything else you've got going on in your life, you can see how to do that below. And I will see you later. Bye.